Murray Scott, Hayden Grumley, Brookfield for Gallop and Gully. Ball in now. It's taken down the back with Mallow Halloran. Mallow Halloran puts Chinchilla on the attack downfield now. You just put the brakes on now. Murray Scott goes after him. Ducks through the middle of the ruck. He puts the ball forward. It went out of the reach of the rack of the Kim Bowman. He goes back, cleans it up. Bowman now got to get around Brookfield. Rides a good pony, Brookfield. Murray, Kim Bowman lines it up and goals it. 1-0, Chinchilla way. Umpire of the year, Nick Perkins, puts it in down the front of the ruck. It comes up Murray Scott's way. Gully, go on the attack. Scott, lengthening stride, gets a shocker. Comes after it, left it behind. Mallow Halloran there. Horse kicked it forward and Scott, eagle eye, come up with a good pluck. Off the deck, one way then the other. Thought about the one over the top, hangs onto it. Mallow Halloran inside of him. Be a good clash. Scott gets room to move now. That'll be the equaliser, make it 1 goal apiece. Well, Mallow Halloran was out of the game for some time and it's good to have him back. He's in the Masters teams to go to Perth. Good luck to him over there. Right here in front of the timekeeping table. Ball in, snapped up the front. Murray Scott with it once more. Scott brings the racket through the middle of the ruck at the 30-yard line. Good bit of work. Traps, had it, lost. It's on the deck. Mallow Halloran turns up over the top of it, comes up with it. Now, Halloran over the 30-yard line. Got a shocker. Picked it back into the goal scoring area. Murray Scott goals it. Well, Murray Scott lost his racket. Got one from behind the line, then come back and picked it up. I don't think it'll matter too much with what he played with, Murray Scott. Just about play with a broom head. Fairly classy. Ball in there, straight down the threes, straight down the back, and it's picked up in the middle of the ruck. There's a beautiful bit of work. They run the gauntlet. Dan Sterling pops it over the top. It got a touch of the racket, goes to ground, the goal scoring area. Kim Bowman comes up with it. Now Brookfield in there to do the defensive work. Bowman goes out, gives himself a little bit of room. Should be no easy task to get around. Rides a good pony, Brookfield. Bowman, equal to the occasion, goes around the side, puts the equaliser on the board. We'll make it 2 goals apiece. 2 go. Ball in now, off the ones up front. It goes in the middle of the ruck. Picked up here with Hayden Grumley. Grumley, left-hander. Scott out in front, the parcel comes. Scott will take it down and goal it. Had to check across the face of the goalpost. And he knows riding through that goalpost would have been 1 apiece. You cannot ride through the goalpost. Hayden Grumley, Murray Scott combine well. Put them into the lead, 3 goals to 2. Yeah, good. Far side of the field, backs to the timekeeping table. Ball in out the side of the Chinchilla players. Dan Sterling, it's unloaded there by Murray Scott. He gets the ball, gets the racket back, Dan Sterling. Good bit of work. Grumley comes up with it. Grumley comes through, cops, big hit down, 30-yard line. Murray Scott's ball. Grumley done well to hang on to it. Murray Scott, get off. Play from here. Scott drops it out for the near side. He gets a nice high bounce. He'll go out the side door, this fella, from the back line, and it's waved away. No goal. Well, he was having that one for practice. I used to be able to do them. Play from here. Puts the ball out here, Dan Sterling. Dan Sterling into the left-hander, Hayden Grumley. Now they give chase. Oh, beautiful bit of work here. Hayden Grumley, the left-hander, takes it off him. Grumley, Dan Sterling. Dan Sterling chasing hard on Grumley. Grumley's not, he's equal to the occasion. He'll go back into the far corner. Long pass will come. Scott takes it down. Well, good bit of work. Make it 4. Well, Grumley called the shots there on Murray Scott. Told him to go into that corner. The ball was going to come long and hard. Scott took it down and executed the goal to perfection. I'll come back here in front of the timekeeping table. Kim Bowman. Dan Sterling. Ball in now. So Murray Scott. Murray Scott. Murray Scott. Oh, it's taken out of his racket now. Grumley all over it. Kim Bowman. Now it's picked up this time with the girl down the back, Brookfield. Brookfield over the top for Grumley. Wasn't ready for it. Kim Bowman comes up with it. Now Bowman. Now he's got brown shirts, left, right and centre. Turns up. Beautiful bit of work here by Mel O'Heller, and he comes in and takes Murray Scott out of it. Bowman runs the gauntlet to the 30-yard line. Racket in. Plenty of pressure here from Brookfield. Gets it off the chest of the player. Runs to the post and executes. Goal number 3. 4 goals to 3. Great little tussle out here. A-grade polo cross right at this brilliant best. Feast your eyes upon it. Don't take your eyes away from this game for one little second. We've got no action replays here. Time off. We're going Fox the ball out on the far field. Umpire's got the ball. He'll call time on. Yes, he does. Time back on now as he comes back. Nick Perkins. Umpire of the year last year. Ball in. Over the top of the threes, out the back, Mal O'Halloran, long reach, comes up with it, Bowman downfield. Bowman puts the long ball inside, Bowman takes it down, he's at the mercy of the goal post, shut the gate from there, that'll be the equaliser, make it 4 goals apiece. 4 goals apiece now. Electrifying A-grade polo cross, right at this brilliant best, ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes upon it. You won't want to get any of this game second hand. They just don't get it right. Ball in now. Off the ones up front. The ball to the sideline. No one had control. Line it back up. Umpire goes infield. Give me a little bit of room. Ball in now, off the 2s in the middle of the ruck. It's out the back. Brookfield sets herself, goes up for a lovely pick-up, and Murray Scott looms up alongside her. Pass will come inside. Scott will take it down. Easy as you like. We'll goal it. Gullop and Gully. 5 goals to 4. 9 goals scored, less than 8 minutes to polo cross, and that's time. Time at the end of the first. Well, some brilliant polo cross. Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes upon it. Next game out here on the main field, Wandone 1 and Roma 1, and that'll be another great A-grade game. Mick Hayward, Frankie Taylor, you'll be the umpire there. Wandone 1, Roma 1. Righto, second section's on. I just need Lewis's second name. Dougal McIntosh, Keithy Logan playing the 3, and Lewis Allen, that's it. I'm trying to think of it myself. I was trying to think of it. I'll come up with everything. Righto, they ride on, touch rackets. Charlie Melbourne, Lockie Osborne, Todd Melbourne for Gallop and Gully. Well, they caused a big mob of damage this morning. Charlie Melbourne, Lockie Osborne, Todd Melbourne. Ball in there, high out the back, first back on to Todd Melbourne, gives himself a little bit of room, leans out, but Lockie Osborne rode over the top of it also. Charlie Melbourne won't. Charlie Melbourne comes up with it. Now, Charlie Melbourne. Downfield, puts the brakes on. Just puts the ball back here for Todd Melbourne following play. Now, Lockie Osborne comes in, takes one of those players out of the picture. Todd Melbourne. Now, around, Todd Melbourne comes around the outside now. Charlie Melbourne goes in. Pass will come, takes it down and goals it. Time off. Time off out here, we've lost something. Might be a bag. Time back on, Gallop and Gully. Into the lead by 2, 6-4. Far side of the field, line looks good, ball in, snap down the front here is Dougal McIntosh. McIntosh round the outside now, puts the brakes on the Bully pony. Lockie Osborne there alongside of him. McIntosh, he'll go into the goal scoring there, puts it, no it wasn't, that was Keith Logan, put a nice ball forward for Dougal McIntosh, couldn't handle it. Keithy Logan. Well, I had the wrong player there and I apologise for it. From the far side, Todd Melbourne drops it out, goes after, cleans it up now. He'll come to the 30-yard line, bounce and retrieve. Downfield he'll go. Now, Todd Melbourne. Charlie Melbourne out in front. The pass will come. Charlie will take it down, execute the goal to perfection. Make it goal number 7. Well, Keithy Logan was on the charts, just couldn't get there. Right here in front of the timekeeping table for the restart. Ball on, out the back now. Keith Logan goes at it, near side, comes up with it. Keith Logan round the outside, he'll let the Bally pony run downfield. McIntosh will come across, the pass will come, Dougal McIntosh straightens up, lines the goalpost up and goals it. 7 goals to 5, 2 goals to 1 this chugger. Feast your eyes upon it. You won't want to get any of this second hand, no one just gets it right. Time off. Time off. Keith Logan's got a crook knee and we know it. Just suffers a bit of pain, cops a bit of pain and handles it pretty well. Just going to adjust the stirrup leather. Well, we might have broke a bar in the stirrup. Might be the reason now. Gonna swap saddles. He's a big boy. I don't know if Kim Bowman's seat will fit him. Kim's only a little fella. Righto, I'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, and without these sponsors we can't give away lovely arrangement of trophies that'll be handed out tomorrow. Don't forget, if you're a junior player, an intermediate player, to go and get your ribbon and compete for a prize tomorrow. Be handed out. Make sure you got a ribbon to let them know. Like to thank B&W, Rural, Mungandai, Robobank, Total Ag, Durham Bandy, Sandow Contract Spain, Stickman Constructions, GDL St George, Bolland Steel and Rural Supplies, Nick's Fix-It, E-Grade, Doug and Sue Deschon, Barry Smith Transport, Ross Smith Transport, Cubby Ag G, or Cubby Ag, Ross and Julie Perriott, Kerry and Jane O'Sullivan, Ben and Melly Hill, John and Morella O'Sullivan, Southwest Hay Supplies, NAB, Helpin' Motors, Myla Motors, Brendan Devine, Durham Bandy Foodworks, Lowe's Petroleum, Knight Commodities, Duncan Banks and Jerry Grant, Peter and Sue Knight, Lockie and Kath Watts, Don and Belinda Perkins, Chop Forster, Timmy War, Wholesale Horse Warehouse, Australian Stockman Saddlery, Duran Ag, Judy Watts, The Linen Cupboard, Rosemount Polo Cross Equipment, Campy Carson, Pumps and Solar, Elders, Di Massey, Houlis Land Forming. So we want to thank all those sponsors, and whoever chased up all those sponsors, you've done a great job. All righto. Righto, let's do a little bit of a time off. We've got a broken stirrup bar. Keith Logan's borrowed a saddle. Righto, he's remounted. By Jove's, Kim, I'd keep an eye on that saddle, fits him well. Time on, far side of the field. Backs to the timekeeping table. Ball in now, straight amongst the twos and threes. It's in there for the taking, Lockie. Charlie Melbourne comes through with the middle of the ruck, comes up with it. Now gets away from Keith Logan. Lockie, good bit of work here from Todd Melbourne. Takes him to the sideline. Leaves Charlie Melbourne down the centre of the ruck, but the good work in back play didn't go unnoticed. Todd Melbourne had the three right at bay. Gully put one on the board, but Todd Melbourne wasn't pulling off. Good bit of work. They come together. Ball in there, snap to the front of the ruck. Beautiful bit of work here. Dougal McIntosh with it, runs to the 30-yard line, snaps. Ball on the deck. He's left it behind. It comes back out centre field. Charlie Melbourne. Well, he might have picked it up, but the whistle went. Might have put a foot on the line when he went to go away from the line. Dougal McIntosh drops it into the air, goes after it. Oh, gets a shock and bounce, gathered it off the ruck now. Todd Melbourne gives him a little bit of room. You won't want to give him that much. He'll goal it from there. 8 goals to 6 now. 8 goals to 6. A-grade polo cross, right at its brilliant best. Feast your eyes upon it. Ball in now, straight amongst the twos and threes. It goes back to the front of the ruck. Dougal McIntosh couldn't pick it up. Now it's picked up. This Dodd was there for Lewis Allen. Couldn't handle it. Allen down the sideline, going after it. Now, ball into the corner now. Dougal McIntosh. Todd Melbourne will put plenty of horseflesh on there. McIntosh can't get it. Todd Melbourne, he'll come up with it. Todd Melbourne. He'll decide to go on his own out over the 30-yard line. Downfield he'll go. Charlie Melbourne held up. Now, Lockie Osborne chases hold to Keith Logan, but now downfield. Todd Melbourne goes. Melbourne puts a little pass across. Charlie takes it down. Keith Logan puts plenty of horseflesh on. Melbourne brought him in and went away from him. He's at the goalpost, unattended. Put it on the board. Make it 9. 9 goals to 6. Well, Keithy Logan put plenty of horseflesh on Charlie Melbourne. Melbourne equal to the occasion. Keith Logan rides a good pony. Big ponies, but they're good ponies. Dougal McIntosh from the front of the ruck, snapped it out now. Puts the brakes on the bay pony. Oh, ducks under, a little bit of a hit down, unloaded him, and he goes to the 30-yard line, going in now. Todd Melbourne stands off. He'll go in behind. Todd puts it back. Todd Melbourne goes at him. Goes in behind. He'll have to go over the top. Hangs on to it. Still can't get away. Todd Melbourne inside him. Hard defensive 3 to get around. Goes one way, then the other. Melbourne, oh, he has to go over the top. You can't go through me. You'll have to go over the top. He does so. 9 goals to 7 now. 9 goals to 7. Oh, Galloping Gully. Far side of the field, backs to the timekeeping table. Line looks pretty good. Ball in there, comes out the side, first onto it. Dougal McIntosh runs through the middle of the ruck. Keith Logan there. McIntosh. Keith Logan there. Calls for it. Decides against it. Goes inside now. Now Keith Logan comes in, takes 2 or 3 of those players out. Runs forward. He's into a little bit of drama there now. Melbourne comes back at him. McIntosh over the 30-yard line. Bounce, retrieve. Runs the bay phony forward. Todd Melbourne faces him up, gives him a little bit of room to move. Melbourne, very classy player. And that's time at the end of it. Righto, at the halfway mark. Next game out here, Wandone 1, Roma 1. Michael Hayward and Frank Taylor. I got a couple of rackets handed in last weekend at Gundawindi. If anyone was there and missing a racket, they can describe that racket. I had a couple of rackets handed in last week. I have those rackets. I think one might belong to Byron Davison. And the other one, if you can describe it good enough to me, I'll give it back. Righto, so we're at the halfway mark. We've got to wait now, Kim Bowman, to get his saddle back. Kim Bowman, Dan Sterling, Mal O'Halloran come out to do battle with Murray Scott, Hayden Grumley, Brooke Field. I wonder where you got to, Brookie. I've been looking for you up there in Queensland. These fellas snaveling your way down here. It's a good girl, Brookie. Aye? Yeah, but you left me. You left me. I'm devastated. I'm absolutely, I can't live without it. Hayden Grumley, left-hander. Cool as a cucumber. Can play any position too. Murray Scott leads him up the front. Ball in now, it's out the back. Brookfield sets herself, but they're going to be beaten to the punch. This is a good pick-up out the back. Hello, Halloran turns the big pony up. Now ducks around the side of Murray Scott. He runs forward. Now Hayden Grumley gets into the clear. Pushed a little pass forward here for Kim Bowman. Bowman. Got to get around. One way then the other along the ground. Good enough to goal it there. Gets around Brookie Field. Executes the goal, 9-8. Chinchilla. Never underestimate the pink shirts. Kim Bowman, Dan Sterling, Mal O'Halloran. Ball in now, it's out the side. Halloran ducks through the middle of the ruck, comes up with it. Now Grumley puts one, puts two, takes it off in the ball's out the back. Murray Scott got his eyes on it, eye like a hawk, down fairly goes. Dan Sterling can't go into the goal scoring area. Scott lines it up, he's at the goal post, unattended. Will goal it. Well, you're a gamer man than me, Mel. I wouldn't take Grumley on for the world. That's why I had him in my Gold Coast side. Left-hander, punish. Ball in out the back. Mal O'Halloran goes at it. Had it, lost it. Dan Sterling following play comes up with it. Murray Scott takes 1, 2, 3. Whistles on. Whistles on. Free goal, Chinchilla, hit to the helmet. Unlucky there. Hit to the helmet, goal, 10-9. Far side of the field. Umpire of the year last year, Nick Perkins, puts it in. Snapped out the front, Murray Scott. Scott, he's in a little bit of drama, puts it around the side for the left-hander, Hayden Grumley. Now they're out on their own, downfield. Good bit of work in back play. We'll run with the ball carrier. Murray Scott goals it. But put the work in back play. Didn't go unnoticed. Brookfield had the 3 bottled up. Good bit of work. Grumley went down the middle. Murray Scott called him through. But the girl didn't go unnoticed. Run with the ball carrier. Brookfield with good work on the 3. Far side of the field, Dan Sterling comes up with the door. Sterling had it unloaded there by Murray Scott. Hangs onto it this time. Brookfield lines him up. Dan Sterling round the outside. He'll go now at pace. Puts the long ball forward. It's out of the reach of Kim Bowman, and Brookfield will make sure it goes out over the back line. She'll restart from the back line. The umpire will point to the spot. Umpire signals from here, play. Goes in behind Kim Bowman now. Had it, lost it. Still there for the taking. She comes back. Kim Bowman beats it to a good pickup. You can't leave it there for Bowman. Very quick and classy player, Bowman. Comes one way, Brookfield turns him away. But Joe, she rides a good pony, Brooke. Bowman following, looking over his shoulder. This girl turns inside, blocks him up. Turns him away again. Now follows him out. Bowman Bowman went at him, put it on him, and it gets the goal. 11 goals to 10. Far side of the field. Mallow Halloran down the back of the ruck. The ball goes in. Hayden Grumley comes up with it. Oh, Grumley. Little hit down in there. 30-yard line going in at the far end. Well, good bit of work with Grumley. Mallow Halloran putting plenty on him. Murray Scott will take it in. Play from here. Drops it in. Regathers. Goalpost loom. Goal it. Yes, we will. 12 goals to 10 unofficially, of course, but it's okay from the scorer. Don't take my word for granted. I'm only human. Ball in now. Murray Scott snapped it from the front of the ruck, puts the brakes on, goes in behind now. Downfield he'll go. Murray Scott over the 30-yard line, leans out, takes it down. Look out, look out, look out. Whistles on, whistles on. Well, a little bit of time off here. A little bit of time off. Just trot that horse up, Murray. I just want to have a look. That back end looked all right, but the umpire's going to line them up on the sideline. Mallow Halloran. Ball in there. It's over the back. It comes to the side. It's there for the taking. Picked up here by Mallow Halloran. Time back. Oh, I'd love a drink of water. Yeah, all right. No, not a pie. Nachos. Yeah. Sandwich. Steak and onion burger, nothing else on it, just steak and onion.
I don't think
Bit of salt. Oh, if you haven't got that. Yeah, any sandwich will do.
Righto, and water. Coffee.
Yeah. No, chicken sandwich, something with.
Okay, I'll see what I can rustle.
Yeah, not. I don't like a lot of salad, so.
Okay.
Coleslaw if they got it.
Yep.
Right, Murray Scott scored the goal. I was just away. Ball in out the back, snap down here, Brookfield with it, Brookfield downfield, Murray Scott out in front like a good one, the pass comes, takes it down and goals it.
Hey, Flute, do you want to spell for a round over lunch, or you right?
Yeah, I don't care if you want. If you want it.
Totally up to you, mate.
No, it'll be right.
You be right?
Yeah, just relax, enjoy yourself. Just relax, enjoy yourself. Ball in now, off the one, Thrackets up front, comes out the back, Brookfields take the player out of the road, picked up this time with Dan Sterling. Sterling through the middle of the ruck, downfield, Kim Bowman calling for it. Boy, taken off him and goes dribbly along the ground, Brookfield goes after it. Wait for the umpire's decision. Umpire points to the spot. It'll be a Kim Bowman ball. Bowman drops it high out to the side, goes after, gets a nice high bounce, but that's time. Put your hands together for those two sections, ladies and gentlemen. Could be, I'm not going to say it will be, but it could be the last time you'll see these two sections in this particular game of polo cross here today. 13 goals to 10, one chuck of the run, Gallop and Gully's way. Next game out here on the main field, 1-1 to play, Roma 1, Mick Hayward, Frank Taylor. Good, mate. Don't forget, don't forget, I think it's the fortnight, boys, Gallop and Gully's 50th anniversary carnival. Charlie, is that right, a fortnight's time? 50th anniversary carnival? Yeah, 50 years, Gallop and Gully in a fortnight's time. Make sure you get there. Great people, they look after you. Haven't been there yet, but I'm going to get there, trust me. They tell me it is a great carnival. So a fortnight's time, Gallop and Gully, 50th anniversary carnival. Go along and help them celebrate.
I've just left. That's the dinner menu and that's sandwich and water.
Beautiful.
Enough?
Beautiful.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay.
Righto, and the next game out here, Roma 1 and Wandone 1. What a game that'll be. Well, Tara 1, I should say. I think it is. Oh, get it right, please. Who have I got out here? Wandone 1 and Roma 1. Here I am writing names down for a wrong team there. Wandone 1, Roma 1. Righto, ball on, fourth and final Jarker, picked up here with Todd Melbourne. No, it's not, it's Lockie Osborne. Lachlan Osborne goes one way, then the other back. He's under a fair bit of pressure, gets unloaded in the middle of the ruck. Dan Sterling there. Sterling, he's under a fair bit of pressure. Todd Melbourne going to put a pass over the top. Kim Bowman on the fly, takes it down and goals it. Well, it's not over till the final whistle sings out. 13 goals to 11. $14. Righto. 14 goals to 11. Far side of the field, umpire just having a yarn to these players. Ball in out the back and Todd Melbourne on the fly downfield. Charlie Melbourne inside, the pass will come. Bounced up nice, Charlie had it, lost it, couldn't take it, picks it up off the floor. Comes out, gives himself a little bit of room, or he goes inside, Keith Logan, and executes. Goal number 15. Goal number 15. Back in front of the timekeeping table. Ball in, high over the top. Todd Melbourne out the back. Keith Logan with it. Todd Melbourne comes up with it. Todd Melbourne inside. Charlie Melbourne, had it, lost it. Horse plays a bit of soccer out over the back line. Keith Logan from the back line. Comes after it, gets a nice bounce. I just lost it. Carl out the back of the racket. It's on the fly. Dan Sterling left it behind. Charlie Melbourne comes up with it. Bounces over the 30-yard line. Well, we go to the 11-yard line up in front. Penalty against Keith Logan. Charlie will make no mistake about that. We go nice and high. 16 goals to 11. Fourth and final Chaka. Don't take your eyes away from it for one little second. Give me a straight line up, I'll give you a ball to play with. It's your time you're wasting, not mine. Straighten them up. Ball in now, it's out the back, bounced away. Dragging hard, Todd Melbourne comes up with a good pickup. Dan Sterling comes at him, he ducks away from both those players and downfield he'll go. Lachlan Osborne comes in, takes Dan Sterling out of it, and the ball goes forward for Charlie Melbourne to execute. Goal number 17. $17 goals to 11. They'll come back in front of the timekeeping table for the restart. Ball in now, snapped up the front. Charlie Melbourne takes it out. Downfield he'll go now. Bounces into the goal scoring area, picked it up on the second bounce, ducked away from Keith Logan. He's at the goalpost and goal number 18 on the board. A-grade polo cross right at its brilliant best. Durham Bandy Carnival 2018. Fields are playing beautiful. Ball in, off the ones up front. Back out over the sideline. My ball, signal the umpire. Charlie Melbourne back to the front of the ruck. Lockie Osborne in the middle. Get away. Get off me. Give me room. Ball in now. Straight over. Keith Logan takes it down the back of the ruck and Todd Melbourne puts it on in. The ball comes out of the racket. It's out high and wide over the back. Lockie Osborne going after it. They want it back in a hurry. Play from here. Drops it out. He'll back himself. Lockie Osborne. Oh, left this one behind. Dan Sterling come up with it. Sterling goes in behind. Downfield he'll go. Puts the pass across. Oh, come off to Todd Melbourne. Still can't get it. Out over the sideline in the corner. Play from here. Kim Bowman drags it forward, drags the racket in underneath. He's got the goalpost wide open. Shut the gate from there. We'll go it. Well, that would be Dougal. Dougal McIntosh. Get it right, please. Dougal McIntosh, Lewis Allen. There's a line there. Keep the middle. Ball in now. Snap down the front. Charlie Melbourne. Melbourne. Charlie Melbourne now. Lockie Osborne. Comes in. Takes one of those players out of the picture now. Todd Melbourne puts one out the back door. Keith Logan read it like a book. Intercepted the pass and downfield he'll go. Downfield. Whistling back play. Whistling back play way back down here. Toddy Melbourne puts a long one in, downfield. Someone get that ball under the car. It's right at the halfway mark of the car, right there. .30-yard line going in, Charlie Melbourne with it. Drops it around the back door now, comes after it, cleans it up. That's time. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for those players that leave the playing arena. Gallop and Gully running out, convincing winners, 18 goals to 12.